might be a step closer to reading your mind. All the thoughts long before you act. Coming up top of the hour, America's Newsroom in 10 minutes.
This is a Fox News alert from America's Newsroom. Fox News has learned that there are no evidence of any hostile intent by the UFO. Clearly evidence of a futuristic technology bordering on the magical.
Wow, in just 6 minutes. All right, within 5 years, the U.S. will be attacked in unprecedented fashion. That's according to a recent terror warning released by the Department of Homeland Security. But who are the ones planning these attacks, and can they be prevented?
It's the clock. Will Mr. Cheney somehow manage to destroy the planet in the next 2 weeks? Section Mr. Bush's foreign policy of shoot first, ask questions second, mention it to Congress last.
Evening, the third day of the operation into the Gaza Strip, the Israeli army released this video, claiming it shows Hamas militants loading Grad rockets onto a truck before they are struck by Israeli aircraft. However, a metal shop owner told us that was his truck. His son was among the 8 people killed, and oxygen tanks used for the gas welders were mistaken for rockets. An examination of the video in slow motion reveals a man appearing to use one hand to carry the object, the way one would grab the nozzle of an oxygen tank. The objects are shorter than Grad rockets, supporting the claim of the metal shop owner. Video of the scene, shot by our cameras and the Reuters news agency, reveals no rocket fragments left behind, only oxygen tanks. Army says the truck had been loaded from a warehouse their intelligence had identified as a weapons storage point.
Only Abilify is FDA approved to treat depression, usual changes in mood, behavior, or thoughts of suicide. Antidepressants can increase the risk of death or stroke.
I think we've done some very good things over the course of the last 8 years. Defending the country against further terrorist attacks like 9/11, I think, is a major accomplishment, for example.
Gets worse. Our task when we came in was ultimately to deal with the aftermath of 9/11, and we had to take on the global war on terror. Listen, you fatuous, condescending lunatic, for the last time, your task was not to deal with the aftermath of 9/11, it was to prevent 9/11. And if you utterly whiffed on the most important test of all the presidencies in your lifetime, Mr. Cheney, you do not get credit for getting a C on the pop quizzes that followed.
I think we've done some very good things over the course of the last 8 years.
And imagine bugging an entire country. Isn't that hard, John? Anyway, we're talking about eavesdropping. Find out what happened next. And imagine bugging an entire country. Isn't that hard, John?
Wonder what people are talking about across the room? Now with Listen Up, you can discreetly listen in.
It's in good shape, doesn't it? It's pretty cute.
Or listen in on a conversation from across the street.
Have you met the new neighbors? I haven't. I met him. He seems nice.
Just insert the...
Possible. Is this just my paranoia coming out? Is it possible this is all a setup?